You ever inflate your estimated home values?
Man, I don't know, yo.
You ever inflate your estimated home values while sniffing glue?
Oh, there's some weird in there, man.
Is Trump hiding in the bushes there?
I don't know, man. I don't know. What? Red team go. Red team go. Man, you crazy, yo.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. Careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Extremely intelligent and smart person, Jon Stewart. He's so smart. He's so funny. That's why so many people watch his show. Truly, I mean, really, it's why they had to bring him back in to save the show after 20 years. He's just such a successful guy, such an intelligent person. He is now demanding that the city of New York look into shady real estate transactions for people defrauding the city of tax money.
Canadians are so vulgar. How is he not this mad about overvaluations in the real world? Because they are not victimless crimes. First, the banks got paid back at lower interest rates, although, to be honest, who gives a But second, money isn't infinite. A loan that goes to the liar doesn't go to someone who's giving a more honest evaluation. So the system becomes incentivized for corruption. And this is part of a different Trump fraud case, but avoiding taxes hurts all of us.
Oh, wow, John, you've made just a great point there. That when you avoid paying the actual value of the property in a sale or in taxes, you're defrauding everyone, and you're defrauding the banking system and the tax collectors and the society that you're a part of. Great point, John. Curious, however, does this apply to you? You greedy son of a who overvalued your New York City home by 829% after slamming Donald Trump case as not victimless? What's going on here? Jon Stewart benefiting by an 829% overvalue of his New York City home, even as he labels Trump's civil fraud case not victimless. Turns out the guy that bought Jon Stewart's home lost out. Multi-millions defrauded from Jon Stewart, and then Jon Stewart wasn't even paying remotely close to the actual tax valuation of his apartment. Let's read. Comedian Jon Stewart ranted this week about Donald Trump's civil fraud case overvaluing his properties. Yet when it came to his own house, Stewart benefited from a similar situation. On Monday night, Stewart, 61, unpacked Trump's $500 million bond, calling out experts framing the former president's New York civil case as not causing direct harm. The Daily Show host rolled out a clip of CNN interviewing Kevin O'Leary. We've played you that clip before. Everything that you just listed off is done by real estate developers everywhere on earth in every city, says O'Leary. In response, Stewart asked, how is he not mad about overvaluations in the real world? Because they are not victimless crimes. Oh, okay, well, let's keep reading. To further his point, Stewart argued that money isn't infinite and that a loan that goes to the liar doesn't go to somebody giving a more honest valuation. Stewart also contended that failing to declare a higher market value for a property while paying taxes based on lower asset value constitutes fraudulent behavior. Let's go to now Tribeca. Stewart's 6,000 square foot duplex that he sold in 2024 for $17 million. Interesting. Looks like you can actually look through Jon Stewart's Tribeca little penthouse here. It didn't take long for internet sleuths to look into Stewart's own property history, which shows that New York City penthouse sold for 829% more than its assessed value, records confirmed by the Post reveal. So Jon Stewart was able to sell his little penthouse here for $17 million. But according to the 2023-2024 assessor records obtained by the Post, the property had an estimate value of only $1.8 million. Wow, that's interesting. They even have the documents to back it up. The actual assessor valuation was even lower at $800,000. Records show that Stewart paid significantly lower taxes, which were calculated based on an assessed valuation price, precisely what he called Trump out for doing in his Monday monologue. Amazing how this always works. The iron law of wokeism. Accuse your enemies of doing exactly what you are guilty of. The person who purchased the penthouse from Stewart has resold it at a 26% loss. So the guy lost $5 million in the deal. Tim Pool, a political commentator, alleged on X that Stewart was being a hypocrite. Did Jon Stewart commit fraud when he sold his penthouse for $17 million? New York listed as $1.8 million. Who did he defraud? I am shocked. Shocked. Yeah. Other people also calling out Jon Stewart, leading to Jon Stewart to like have a meltdown on social media. This is amazing. This is incredible. And we'll get to the comments on this in just a second. OMG, I've just been caught doing something not remotely similar to Trump. I guess all I need to do now is start a fraud college, steal classified documents, bankrupt casino, pay hush money, grab P word, discriminate in housing, cheat at golf, and foment an insurrection, and you'll revere me. Oh man. There he is. So he's broken. So he broke. Very interesting. People are calling on Letitia James now to arrest Jon Stewart. Now, this is amazing. So check out the ratio on this one. So he's got ratioed here, nuked. Okay, so it's 8,000 reposts and 22,000 likes. So all he did was scream about generally the fake crimes or whatever that they want to smear Donald Trump with, admitting that he did do this. I mean, because the documents are pretty plain and clear. You didn't pay your fair share of taxes. Another smug hypocrite with no values. Is this you? Says Jack Posobiec. Actually, your estimates were far more distorted than Donald Trump. Congratulations, you hypocrite. MAGA doesn't care that you made more money. We care that you are a hypocrite. Rules for thee. We get it, John. It's different with the Democrat. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, Democrat. Really? You're a professional comedian and this is your response? You should have stayed retired. Community note. Your whole life is a fraud. That's right. Donald Trump did actually at one point tweet, I promise you that I'm much smarter than Jon Stewart of The Daily Show, who is, by the way, totally overrated. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen. So Jon Stewart, big mad. Jon Stewart, big mad. I'm smarter than John Leibovitz or Jon Stewart of The Daily Show. Big mad. You don't pay your fair share of taxes, another smug hypocrite. My brother, you sold a property, New York, valued at 1.8 to somebody for 17 million, and they lost 4 million because of it. You paid taxes on a valuation of 700,000. When it came time to pay taxes, he undervalued his property. Wow. Well, very, very interesting. Wow, the victim lost around $4 million on the deal, according to the Post. So yeah, the victim lost 20%. Isn't that amazing? And isn't it incredible the lack of self-awareness for these people? That Jon Stewart, knowing that he's guilty of the exact same crime, is able to go do monologues like this. Nobody stops him. Arrest Jon Stewart. Oh, man. Hey, Jon Stewart, when will you volunteer to plead guilty and pay the difference in the taxes? Or has this jogged your memory the fact that the assessed value for taxes are almost universally lower than the sale prices pretty much everywhere on earth? Looking forward to your apology. Mark Levin has been going in hard on this. Caught red-handed, you make a dumbass argument. According to you, you are a liar, a fraud, a hypocrite, and you're arrogant about it. Sound familiar, Johnny? And of course, the law should be applied equally. Didn't you say that too? So Letitia James would investigate you and your taxes in your state, apply the same law that she dusted off against Trump, and shove it up your ass, clown. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Why is Jon Stewart not funny anymore? Was Jon Stewart ever funny? I don't know. I guess he had his moments. Maybe I was just stupid when I was watching his show like a decade ago. But this, I think, is like quite interesting. And this sort of like spells it all out. Jon Stewart has been bullied by the left into scrapping even remotely even-handed material, sublime national discourse that we have right now. Check this out. This from MSNBC. The Daily Show on Monday night, Jon Stewart didn't quite issue an apology to his many critics. Those critics were upset about Stewart for dangerously and inappropriately perpetuating both sidesism when it came to dragging Joe Biden and Donald Trump in equal measure. We covered it on this program. Jon Stewart had to return to his show, and they let Jon Stewart go after Joe Biden, right? He like actually hit Biden, not hard, but he did, right? Like, yeah, we went after Biden, his age, his dementia, and all, and how annoying the guy is and how bad the guy is at his job. But the absence of any gags about Biden in the most recent episode suggests that Stewart has certainly heard the complaints. It's never a bad thing when influential comedians acknowledge a mistake, even if they do so indirectly. Look at the way that they write. These fucking Marxists, these people. Look at the way that they write. So it was a mistake to make fun of Biden. That's it. They're saying that Jon Stewart, the comedian, needs to be bullied in order to not make fun of Biden. They can't even stand jokes, these people. Do not give these people any charge of your life. Vote them out of office everywhere you go. Leave the cities that they control. Rob them of power. Suck the entire system dry. Okay? Their comedians can't even make jokes about Joe Biden, who's comedy gold. And they're openly lying to your face. Hypocrite isn't the right word for them. They're simply Marxist scum. And they will not allow the same rules to be applied to them. It's different, right? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want actual truth, and if you want people who are on your side and aren't going to lie to you every single day and aren't going to lose their minds on social media when it's found out that they are liars, I promise you, I'm not doing the stuff that Hunter Biden's doing on his laptop. Let me just tell you, we will happily criticize these people without being morally repugnant ourselves behind the scenes, like Jon Stewart, okay? Like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and stay based. See you.